Today we will learn about finding odds in probability. So odds in probability of a particular event means the ratio between the number of favorable, I think you should copy this also, ratio between the number of favorable outcomes to the number of unfavorable outcomes. So we have odds in favor and odds in against. Odds in favor. Odds in favor of a particular event are given by the number of favorable outcomes to the number of unfavorable outcomes. So if I have a formula, my formula will be like this. Odds in favor of any outcome is what? It is a ratio of number of favorable outcomes over what? Number of unfavorable outcomes. And similarly for odds against will be, you can just write the reciprocal of this. Odds against will be number of unfavorable outcomes over number of favorable outcomes. Please copy everything whatever you see on this screen. So let's look at this question. You roll a single die numbered from 1 to 6. What are the odds of rolling a 3? Now the keyword over here is what? Odds. Okay. So what was your formula? Your formula was odds. Now it says in the favor of 3. Okay. So it is like favor of 3. I will just say like this. So our formula was ratio of number of favorable outcomes to the number of unfavorable outcomes. So when you talk, they are talking about die. So in a die or a dice, how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many threes are here? Only one. So this will be over here. So if I have 1, 3 favorable outcome over here, how many I'm left over with? 1, 2, 3, this 5. So this is my probability over here. As it is written ratio, it will be like this, 1:5. So odds of rolling a 3 is what? 1:5. This is your answer for this. Alright, next question. A jar contains 12 licorice, 7 mints, and 16 toffee. What are the odds? The keyword over here is odds of selecting a toffee. So I'll write over here. I have to pick a different color which can be visible. This looks odds of selecting a toffee. There you go. There are two. I just put too many e's over there. Is equal to number of favorable events over number of unfavorable events. So when it is talking about toffee, how many toffees are here? 16. So that's your number of favorable events. So how many are left over? Unfavorable event. 12 plus 7 is what? 19. So your answer is what? 16 ratio 19. So odds of selecting a toffee is what? 16:19. That's your answer for this question. In a deck of 52 playing cards, what are the odds of drawing a spade? Now, if you remember, I have to show you the screen which we did earlier about playing. So we learned in the previous section earlier about the cards. Total number of cards are 52, and how many spades are there? There are 13 spades. Okay, so just keep in mind this information. There are 13 spades, and total number of cards are 52. So if in case, if we are working on odds, number of favorable events will be 13, and remaining will be what? Remaining numbers will be these three remaining numbers, 39. So your answer should be 13/39. So I'm back over here at this question over here. So it says odds of drawing a spade. Odds of drawing a spade, okay, is equal to number of favorable outcomes. That's your 13 because there are 13 spades over number of unfavorable outs. So out of 52, if you subtract 13, you will left over 39. So 13:39 is the answer. But when I will do in simplest form, my answer will be 1/3. So this is the answer over here. Odds in favor of drawing a spade is 1:3. Okay. Now next concept is your independent events. Independent events are events where the occurrence of one of the event does not affect the occurrence of the other event. Suppose we have to choose a blue ball from box X. Now pay attention, this is your box X. And there is no way affect the outcomes when we choose a ball from box Y. Okay, X and Y, there are two different boxes. If I am picking a ball from here, it does not affect this box Y over here. So the two events, a blue ball from box X and a red ball from Y, are independent events. And the formula for this is P, A and B. Now whenever you see this word and, you will what? You will multiply the two probabilities. You remember earlier we were having A or B. What you used to do? You find their individual probabilities and you were adding. In this case, what you do? You multiply over here. So let's practice some questions. Make sure you copy everything. The spinner at the right is spun once and card is drawn. Now, do you see the word and over here? And a card is drawn from a deck of 4 cards. First of all, two things to keep in mind is spinner is a different identity and a deck of card is a different identity. Find the following probability. So first of all, what I will do is I will find the probability of getting 3 on this over here, and I will multiply this by what? Probability of getting A on deck of 4 cards. So let's start with this. First of all, how many are sections are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total number is 8. How many threes are over here? I can see 1, 3, 2. So this is a 2 over here. Times. Now, when I'm coming over here, how many cards are here? It clearly says deck of how many cards? 4 cards. So total number of cards are 4. And what we have to pick? We have to pick A. How many A's are here? Only 1. So this is the required probability over here. How you can do this? You can type this in your calculator and it will give you the answer. See, most of the things your calculator will make it easy for you. 2 divided by 8. Come in over here and times one more fraction over here. 1 divided by what? 4 over here. So what is my final answer? 1 over 16. So 1 over 16 is the required probability for this question. It's easy. This is called independent events. Now let's do one more question. This question is a combination of and or. So if I'm doing this, it is telling me, so it will be like that I have to find the probability of A for a 4, then I will multiply by the probability of finding B, and then I will be adding this with what? Probability of finding C. So let's first of all start with the spinner. Okay, probability of finding. So first, how many sections are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many 4s are here? Only 1. So 1 over 8 is the probability of this times P of B. You remember they said how many cards we are having? 4 cards. This is a continuation of the same question. Okay, P of B, this means I have total number of 4 cards and only 1 B. This is something over here. Plus P of C. So again, P of C is the same thing over here. So I will first of all solve this part. It will give me 1 over 32. This is a plus 1 over 4. So after this, what I will do is I will take my calculator. So let's see this. It is my 1 over 32 and plus sign 1 over 4. Your life is getting easy if you're using calculator, and 9 over 32 is the required probability. So my answer is what? 9 over 32. This is the answer over here. All right. So let's look at this problem over here. Next one, it says P of not 4 and C. So first of all, what I will do is I will find out this, and then whatever is my answer, then I will do this. Okay. So P of 4 and C. First of all, let's go for P of 4 and C. Probability of finding 4. So I can clearly look over here. Probability of finding 4 is 8 since it's a and probability of finding C is 1 over 4. So when I do this, my answer is what? 1 over 32. Now it is saying what? It is saying not. So whenever this not part comes over here, what you should do is not 4 and C, you subtract this. So you will subtract like this. So when I do this, it is my 32 minus 1 over 32. You can do all those things in your calculator. Everything you can do in your calculator also. And your answer will be what? Your answer will be 31 over 32. So this is the answer for this problem over here. Now in this case, says P of 1 and P of not D. First of all, let's find probability of finding 1. So first of all, total numbers are what? 8. I will again count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections for 8. How many ones are here? 3. Okay. Now, instead of going for D, first of all, I'll find probability of getting a D. You remember how many cards are here? 4 cards. This is the same question going on. This is the same question. 4 cards. So 4 is N. How many D1? So this is over here. Now P of not D will be what? As we did earlier, 1 minus 1 over 4. So this will give me 3 over 4. So my final answer will be probability of getting 1 and not D is equal to what? 3 over 8 times 3 over 4, because this is the probability for getting a 1 and not D was 3 over 4. So you multiply this, 9 over 32. This is the answer for this problem over here.